Hey, how's it going, guys? Good to be back doing a video on YouTube. So, I had a couple days where I couldn't do a video. I'm doing some orientation at a new job where I'm working at, so it's going pretty well there. So, in this video, I'll break down any portfolio moves since the last update, going on what I've posted on Twitter, and give the shout outs at the end of the video. So, today we are down to $105,764.30. So Palantir had kind of a rough day today. It looks like there was a downgrade, by some hedge fund that wants to buy Palantir cheaper. So today in the traditional IRA, we are down 2.9% today, 24.49 in the past month, 15.29 year to date, and all time. So this one did pretty well just because it has equity wise, yeah, it's pretty even with TSLA and Palantir, so that's why I didn't do too poorly today. On the covered call, total percent change, yeah, so we're at 31% on the Palantir and 35% on the TSLA covered call. So since I knew I was going to be busy today, I wasn't going to be able to keep my eye on the market. I just set limit orders on my Palantir covered call. And I set it for a 70%, I believe it was 70% return. So I set in an 11-cent limit order, and it didn't close today, so I'll just reset it tomorrow or on Monday. All right, in the Roth IRA, we're down only 1.67% today. In the past month, we're up 7.75. Year to date, 7.02. And 6.82 all time. So this one here had a pretty decent day today because of TSLL. So here it's a little bit heavier on TSLL than it is on Palantir. And yeah, 1.28 up. Let's see, total percent. Yeah, so here on the covered calls, I'm looking for 50, 60%, if not 70% total return to close them out. This is the long call on TNA. It's not doing too hot. I'll probably average down some one day, waiting for the buying power to go up. And once the buying power reaches around 400 or wherever TNA, the $60 call is at, I might just buy another one. So yeah, holding strong, not selling anything, not buying any more shares on this account. But I did buy the dip in the big account. The big account had a rough day today. So this is the all-in Palantir account, besides the poor man's covered call on Tesla. We are down 6.38%. So a little bit better than what Palantir did. I think it's partly because of the covered calls and the Tesla call. In the past month, we're up 17.12%. Year to date, 23.11%, and down 2.6 all time. So yeah, we're back in the red for now, but it won't be long. All right, total percent change. Look at that. Look at those cash secured puts. So I figured, look, if Palantir is going to be running up from 26 to 27, and if it goes up to 28, and my covered calls are going to start, because my covered calls were deep in the red. I think those covered calls at one point were down 100 and something percent, if not down 200%. So I said, you know what? Before I have to roll these again, let me get paid for the pain by selling some cash secured puts. Even though it wasn't a red day and I shouldn't have sold them, I figured, you know what? If Palantir does reverse, I'll know what to do. So here, you guys will see live over the next couple days, weeks, and see how I manage cash secured puts that immediately go against me. So I sold these on the 20th. Pretty much the worst day to sell it. At, does it say what time? 9:15 in the morning. Look at that. So sometimes you get to time it. Sometimes my timing is pretty good, and sometimes it couldn't be any worse. So I sold them here, and Palantir immediately started reversing. So look at that. It's it's gone pretty nasty. I received $42 for each contract, and now each contract is worth $152. So let's go to today's return just so you can see how dramatic of a difference covered calls and cash secured puts, how dramatic they get on big moves. So the covered calls, they returned $1,700. So they got cheaper for me, which is good. But the cash secured puts got $1,600 more expensive. So that, kind of sucks. And today's return on the long call was $103 and $5 on the covered call for Tesla. But look at this. I bought the dip on Palantir. So I said, you know what? I'm going to use that money that I received for the covered calls and the cash secured puts, and I'm going to put it to work by buying more shares. So I saw that it dipped below $24, and I said, you know what? It was lunchtime. I was actually looking at my phone at this time, and I said, let's buy some shares. So I bought 25 of them. So, that's what I'm going to be using this premium for, just buying more and more Palantir. All right. So let's take a look at what's going on in the Twitterverse. All right. So for those who don't know, on the 19th, on Juneteenth, it was my birthday. So I turned 32. So I was, very grateful, feeling, that we don't need massive homes. We don't need to be rich to be happy. I'm just grateful for the things that I do have. Have a beautiful wife, my son, family, friends, and health. And I got so much, so much love, in the comments. I actually didn't want to respond to anyone just because then I would feel obligated to respond to every single person. So I kind of sent, I would like to thank each and every one of you. Because, it was just so many messages, from people. And I would have felt obligated to respond to everyone. All right. And Eliana posted dropping soon, ? And dude, when I saw this one, I'm going to be buying this one. This color is great. The gray one, it's all right, but this one, man. My boxer's watching me buy my 4th Palantir sweater. Oh, shit. So this was when Palantir was still up in the pre-market. I kind of got a little cocky on this one. But Palantir shareholders waking up this morning and choosing rich.
Gold fleet collar, dipping in my blue Impala. Top dollar with the gold fleet collar.
And, some news came out where Palantir is partnering with 2 different entities. So one is Starlab Space, and the other is ARPA-H. So this is like the DARPA for healthcare. All right. So to see 2 more partnerships, of course, we had to bring out the saxophone Squirtle. Freaking love it every time. Let's check in on Snowflake, the darling of Wall Street. Down 34% year to date. Man, it's rough out there for Warren Buffett and all the hedgies who wanted to buy this for IPO. And this is part of the reason I think there's like that beef, I think, between Snowflake and Palantir investors. It's mostly on the behalf of Palantir investors, really. It's kind of one-sided. But Snowflake went through an IPO process, meaning it got a lot of people who invested early, very, very rich. It IPO'd at a very high price. And retail who bought after pretty much became the bag holders. Whereas Palantir went the opposite route. They went DPO, direct public offering. So that meant retail investors had a chance to buy at $10 a share. I mean, that's incredible, So I think hedge funds and big money have been trying to keep Palantir, with short selling and all this, to try to keep the price down so that way they can buy the shares cheap, just like retail did. So I posted this yesterday when NVIDIA was red. NVIDIA, I'm having a bad day. About fucking time. Well, what's wrong? Not used to it. Not used to red days. Yesterday I posted this. I thought it was pretty interesting. I was kind of looking back at the portfolio performance. And I said, you know what? I've been holding this. I've been selling puts. I've been selling calls on Palantir in this account, pretty much exclusively since February 5th. I think a couple days before that is when the portfolio started concentrating more and more and more on Palantir, and I stopped messing around with Bitcoin miners. And here I was looking at the returns in 1 week. In the past week, Palantir was up 6.6%. Now, mind you, this is all wiped out, with this downturn. But now it's like I'm outperforming the stock in the 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. So it's just, and since February 5th, I've been outperforming it. So it's been pretty great seeing selling puts and selling calls on the same stock over and over and over again, and holding the shares for the long term is, I'm seeing the fruits of that. So I posted a portfolio update. Tony Hawk spin on that thing. For those who don't know, it's look up Hawk Tois, the way it's spelled right there. NSFW, I guess. When you FOMO'd into Palantir at $26. Damn, I kind of want to leave. But here I put, while the weaklings sell Palantir, smart money will keep slurping the dips. I saw this off of a meme account here, and I kind of put the Palantir logo over the cup. So slurp that dip, buying the dip while retail keeps buying, retail keeps selling. So I snatched up 25 more Palantir shares at $23.89. And here's Mark Cuban going like... And that's it. That's it for today, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about those cash secured puts that are immediately in the red for me. And let me know what you would do in that scenario. And, thank you all that I'm listing here for, as a thank you for being, members of the channel, subscribers and everything. And thank you for leaving your comments and feedback. And I hope to see you guys on Monday. Have a good one.